Had Florian in the preseason, now he's got Arbor.
This is how I imagine this fight went. Deloria said, hey, I did your brother a favor. I got him some fight time in the preseason. You owe me. But how did it go for Arbor?
Arbor, a few lefts. Rights from Delorier.
Don't tell me this guy. He's up 3-0 over the Jackeyes? This guy is up 3-0 over the Jackeyes? Up 3-0. Up 3-0. Up 3-0? This was another wacky game. The Montreal Canadiens don't know how to play just a normal game of hockey. So of course, again, I have a bunch to talk about. Montembeault returned to the net. He's really looking for redemption. I think the idea here was give him a softie. Philadelphia Flyers are struggling. They lost their 2 previous games, so all Montembeault has to do is return to form, right?
Good guess, but actually no.
Let's talk about it. Let's keep the ball rolling, right? Another win would mean a pretty safe spot in first place in the Atlantic Division. Montreal is eyeing their opponent. A lot of individuals thought that Dobeš should have got the start tonight, and I get it. I agree in a way. In another, I think I'd rather see Dobeš against the Mammoth and the Devils, but it's like I was telling Junkie, talk to me if Montembeault loses the game tonight. I gotta say, we are winning the game, guys. That last video, I think we got 300 new subscribers. We're so close to 20,000 subscribers, I can taste it. 18,416 subscribers as I am recording this video presently, and more subscribers are coming in. Thank you so much for your support. I get the sense that some of you are sharing my channel with your family members because I'm seeing a lot of similar names. I also saw a lot of you saying that you were going to attend the game tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Those of you who are already subscribed, just hit that like button. It helps me out with something with the algorithm. So, on commence avec la formation de départ, as usual. And there are some changes. We start off by butchering attaquant, our forwards. Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Newhook, Kapanen, Demidov, Bolduc, Dach, Gallagher. Yeah, Gallagher's playing with Dach and Bolduc. I like that. I think, I think they need his gritty entry. This is looking more and more like a pest line with Dach centering. And then finally, Anderson, Evans, and Veleno. That line, that's looking more like a fourth line presently. No défenseur, our defenseman. Matheson, Dobson, Struble, Hudson, Jacquet, Carrier. Finalement, no gardien. There's Montembeault and Dobeš. Dobeš, yeah. I can't wait to watch Dobeš play again. He's on a hot streak. The argument is, does he lose that as he's waiting to play? Hasn't played in like 8 days, right? So yeah, that bugs me. That bugs me a little bit. I think that Dobeš could play 3 games in a row. Play him until he stops working, right? Roll the hot hand. So let's drop the puck on this thing. Montreal, Philadelphia. These are usually weird games, fun games. Remember that time that Jacquet had to fight Couturier and Sealer at the same time, and for whatever reason, Jacquet was the one that was penalized? And what the heck? Bobby Brink scores 1-0.
Sanheim, high tip, score! The tip in front, Bobby Brink.
We're only 2 minutes in here, and Sanheim throws it in front. Bobby Brink puts a redirect in. Oh man, first shot, first goal, Monty. Sorry, brother. That shouldn't have happened, but we're gonna lock it in. What a redirect though, huh? That's like almost top corner. After that goal, I thought that would wake up the Canadiens, but honestly, Montreal is not looking good. They can't get anything going. And now to make matters worse, Matheson skyrockets a puck over the glass for a delay of game. They're going on the PK, and you have your face in your hands at this point. And are you kidding me? Now Dobson takes a penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3. What are they doing? What are they doing to Monty? I've said it before. They play different in front of Monty. Come on, guys. Get it together. That's okay. They've killed 5-on-3s before. Let's see them do it.
Trevor Zegras. Backhand feed. York, one-timer, score! Cam York.
2-0. Cam York. This is not what the team had in mind. This is not what St. Louis had in mind. Zegras finds York, and Monty can't get over quick enough. Not even 10 minutes into the game, and it's already 2-0. It can't get worse than this. Just get to the second period, lock in, reload, pretend like it never even happened.
Assessing his options. Zegras delays, shoots in front, rebound, score!
3-0 for the Philadelphia Flyers. Bobby Brink with his second of the game. He's on Hattie watch. Still on the power play. They put this in. You know, they just needed to kill the rest of this power play, and they couldn't do it. Just an abysmal first period. Montreal is playing miserably. I don't know if this is another incident where they had food poisoning, the whole team is sick or something like that. Maybe the flu is going around the locker room. Maybe somebody's hungover, but they just look bad, like they got a funk on them. Getting later into the period here, Montreal has 2 shots on net. Philadelphia is peppering Montembeault. That's going to do it for the first period. Montreal's stinking it up really bad. And like I said, I know some of you are at the game tonight. I feel bad for y'all. I really hope for your sake that, they come back with a different energy in period number 2. So let's take a look at period number 2. They drop the puck, and oh boy, they proceed to turn it over immediately. This allows the Flyers to get some more chances. It's just going to be one of those nights, right?
One in. Pass up top, wrist shot, wide tops, and follow up, score! Kirby Dach!
Maybe not. Dach makes it 3-1. And Kirby Dach, oh man, this is exactly the guy who you want to score at a time like this. Everybody wants to see Kirby score. Like, he needs this bad, and you hope that this is just the start of something. And immediately after they drop the puck, after that goal, Travis Sanheim going to take a penalty. Montreal is going on the power play with momentum. Could they cut the lead 2-1?
Caulfield, Demidov, dusts it up, one-tap run, score!
They can. Suzuki makes it 3-2. That really didn't take very long at all. Off here with great patience, draws in 2 defenders along with Vladar. But was he doing this intentionally? If he is, he's even more of a Galaxy brain player than what I thought. I think he just bobbled the puck. But either way, what a goal. 12-point streak for Suzuki. He's killing it. Montreal is on the power play again, and I don't know how this turned out to be offsetting penalties. Hathaway cross-checks Slav in the face. Hathaway and Slav get sent to the box with offsetting penalties for roughing. This is the only part of the video where I'm going to complain about penalties. I often see people saying that Habs fans cry a lot about the penalties. Yeah, I don't think that that's bad necessarily. We get really bad luck with that stuff, but it is what it is. Everybody gets a bad penalty, and there were several in this game, but no more talking about it. This next clip is funny on a few different levels. Remember Christian Dvorak? He's on the Flyers. Well, Suzuki sees Dvorak open ice and says, "Finally, I get to lay this guy out."
Caress from Dvorak. Suzuki lined him up.
What a hit. Do they have something personal? They used to do the circle friendship thingy. No, that was a good hit. I'm sure that they talked about it afterward. Now, I know we said we weren't going to talk about crappy penalties, but Veleno takes a crappy penalty, and it is obviously a penalty here. Not exactly the scariest head connection that I've ever seen, but bad time to take an offensive zone penalty. It's always a bad time for Veleno to take an offensive zone penalty. But on the penalty kill, Montembeault is definitely looking a little better in net. You're hoping at least what he can salvage from this game is a little bit of a confidence builder. In the first period there, they were giving him the Bronx cheer every time he made a save. It brought back bad memories. Still in the penalty kill, Evans goes in on a breakaway and puts it off the post for the 17th time this season. You're thinking it was that close to being tied 3-3. Will they be able to do it again? Will they be able to come back in another game?
To Hudson. Hudson, nice move. Hudson working in. Hudson tries to center in front, score!
Yeah, apparently they will. Dach is getting his second goal of the game. This was orchestrated greatly by Hudson as usual. Hudson shaking off his defenders, causing confusion, putting it in front. Dach finds the sunlight and puts it in. Amazing work here by Hudson. Also, good job by Dach putting it in. We see Montembeault shutting down rushes, shots from the point. He's starting to look like his old self again. Now Bobby Brink slew-foots Demidov. We're going back to the power play. It feels like Montreal has a lot of momentum behind them, and they're putting on good pressure. Looking so dangerous in that first power play. And wouldn't you know it?
Clearing attempt, but he gets it to Slafkovsky. Demidov cutting in, score!
Power play goal, Ivan Demidov. 4-3. Wow. Montreal has battled back. That's Demidov's 4th of the season. He now has 12 points. Hudson got the hand on this, so did Slav. Hudson at the blue line fights to keep the puck in. Slav dishes it to Demidov, and Demidov delivers. And now we see Montembeault stuffing Dvorak with a huge save. Instead of getting the Bronx cheer, he's getting his name chanted. This is heartening to see. That's going to do it for the second period. Look at the shots. Montembeault is sitting in front of an artillery line. Meanwhile, Montreal is having a difficult time putting shots on the net. This is, that's worrying. That's not heartening. The third period starts. This is where Xhekaj and Deslauriers drop the gloves. Good time to do it, really. I don't really feel like this gave a lot of momentum to Philadelphia, but it did kind of surprise me that Xhekaj did it. Now, throughout the third period, there were a couple of scary moments where Montembeault had to stand tall and the defense couldn't hold back the attack. Caulfield goes to the box. Just a big goon taking someone down against the boards. That's going to be boarding, bucko. He couldn't believe it. And another big stop for Montembeault. Look at those shots. The goals against average is awful, but he is fighting for his save percentage. And just when you thought he was going to make an impact in the stats,
lays it back, Grebenkin, wrist shot, score!
Grebenkin, 4-4.
Back check, forecheck, and pay check.
Monty, without his stick, lets this one go in after regaining the crowd. This is a tough one. Montreal tries to finish this one before going OT, but you know it's coming. Dach, with a few good chances, tries to make a shot at getting a hat trick. That would have been the way to end it, right? Dach scoring an OT. I'm not foreshadowing, unfortunately. Third ends, but we need more time. At this point, you got to be happy with the point regardless. They battled back after being down 3-0. 4 unanswered goals. That's pretty huge. That's good. They should be happy with that. But the great thing about this team is they're not happy with good enough. So OT starts. Guess what? It's Dvorak winning the draw, but not for the Canadiens. That was a different time. Newhook looking like he can end it again. That would be his second OT winner in a row. Can't put it in. Now Slav puts it off the boards, and Dobson was so close to finishing it all, but gets poke checked by Vladar. Now with time just about to expire, Demidov breaks Couturier's stick in half, and he goes to the box with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Obviously, what would be the dramatic irony here is Dvorak takes the face-off against Suzuki. Dvorak wins, gets it to the point or gets it to somebody in the high slot. They grip the stick, pull the trigger, and beat Monty. Flyers win. No, they choose poorly. They get Couturier out there, who loses to Suzuki, and then Suzuki takes a big block, which forces the shootout. Who do the Canadiens choose first for their shootout? Demidov. But he gets stuffed by Vladar. Then Zegras finds the 5-hole. Caulfield gets paddled. Michkov can't solve Monty, so it's down to Suzuki to keep it going.
Suzuki cutting in.
He doesn't get the puck on the backhand. Unlucky and anticlimactic. But that's the way it goes. That's the end of the game. The Flyers win. Zegras' shootout goal is what won it. Zegras. He's actually doing good this season. I thought he was like the definition of a soft player. But just getting the point, like I said, just getting the point was huge on this one because they had really nothing in the first period. It looked very grim. It looked like something was broken, honestly. And I'm surprised not more people are talking about the absence of Caden Gooley. I dare say that if Gooley was still in the lineup, we wouldn't be going to overtime as much as we do. Still a really fun game, and lots of our top talent got their hand on the puck this game. For total points, Nick Suzuki is tied for third, only behind Connor McDavid and Mark Scheifele. Dang, Mark Scheifele, huh? It's going to be a fight for roles on the Olympic lineup for Team Canada. I think Scheifele and Suzuki get put on the team. I think we'll see some snubs from players who were on the lineup in the Four Nations. Nick Suzuki is tied for second for assists, just behind Connor McDavid. That's pretty good company. Dobesh is second for goals against average and third for save percentage. Oh, which reminds me, Monty did finish above 900. So he did improve his save his save percentage. Ivan Demidov continues to be in first for rookies in points, but Matthew Schaefer, a defenseman, first overall pick, is tied for first with Ben Kindle with 5 goals. Ivan Demidov has 8 assists. That's what's putting him ahead. So that race continues to be very interesting. It's gonna probably come right down to it. I mean, Matthew Schaefer plays big minutes. If he stays healthy and he continues to be neck and neck with Demidov, I don't see how they don't give the Calder to Schaefer. However, if the Islanders don't make the playoffs, which, I'm thinking they're not going to make the playoffs, and Demidov is a pivotal component to Montreal's playoffs, I could see them giving it to Demidov. Anyway, hope you had fun watching that. Hope you guys who went to the game had fun. It was a thriller, right? How could you complain about that one? I mean, it would have been nice if they won, but everything considered, hey, pretty good game to go to. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I'm getting a little sick. I think my son brought something bad home from school. But that's okay. It's kind of in the nasal cavities, the sinuses. I'll get over it. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. You know what to do. Hit that like button. It helps me out with the algo. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would love to have you as part of this community. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.